Hello, my name is Nyawera Mundo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, karibu sana. I'm all about parenthood, spiritual growth and entrepreneurship. So today we are all about photography, yay! And my guest for today fell in love with the art of photography, capturing images and of course making memories. And I tell you, he has a lot of awards, which he'll tell us more about that in the video. But for now, help me welcome the one and only Willy Muturi. Yay!
I promise you, I was not the one who was clapping for myself. I was not the one.
Hey, hi, welcome to my channel. It's an honor to have you here. So, introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Okay, hi camera. Hi camera. My name is Willy Muturi. I am very awkward in front of cameras, but behind cameras, I'm a pro. I love my space. I love photos. I love art. I love fun. I love life. Hey.
Wow, amazing. Amazing. I know, Willy, I've known you as a photographer, but I've never asked you how it all started. So tell me.
For me, photography found me. And I was taking photos. I was just having fun taking photos, and then I didn't know I was good until people are responding. The people's response. Every time I post photos, guys are like, wow. And me, I thought the photos are nice because the camera is nice.
Yeah. But you had the eye.
Yeah, I had the eye. I knew if I took a photo, I knew what I don't want. And one day someone somewhere akakosea kidogo hivi akaniuliza, how much do you charge for photography?
Oh my goodness.
And me being
and that was it.
Like, so from then up to date, 11 years.
Oh wow. Yes. So 11 years.
Full time.
Oh my goodness, that's a decade.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's a nice experience. So what kind of a photographer are you and why?
I'd say I am a people photographer. I know there's a lot of landscape, wildlife,
sports,
I
fashion.
really enjoy all those.
Okay.
I enjoy anywhere where I interact with people up close, and the type of photography that has brought me that close to people because I'm a sanguine is wedding. I enjoy weddings, Sana. I enjoy weddings. I enjoy food. First of all, when I was starting, I was shooting everything, and then and you know, by that time I was a bachelor, so Tumbo was the first thing I was thinking, well, is there food? And then in weddings you get to eat like 5 course. Unakula carbohydrates, unakula nyama, unakula fish, protein, ice cream, unakula fruits.
All that gathered in one plate.
One day, one plate. I'm like,
why not?
Can do this every day. Can do this every day. So I found myself in weddings.
Okay.
But really, what drew me to weddings was because my creative juices were flowing. Anytime I'm in a wedding, the photos I came out with, when I myself was looking at them, nashanga, ni mimi, I'm a singing. So I decided this is my thing, and I enjoy it. To be honest, I enjoy weddings.
Wow. So how did your passion in photography change into cash, into making money? And talk to us about that transition.
So initially when I was doing photos, I was doing for fun. I studied other things, but when I was taking photo, when I started photography, I started with a high-end camera. Unlike most people, the ones they say nilianza na kamera kadogo. I was lucky enough. Fate had it for me that I was going to start with a high-end camera.
Wow, because I was about to ask you, what was your first camera? So you started with a high-end camera.
It's a 5D Mark II. My first camera is a 5D Mark II. 5D Mark II at the time of this recording is still a good camera. So we bought it second hand. I got some funding from my sponsors. Spelt my sister, and then I started taking photos. So people used to enjoy the photos I take, but I didn't think I was good. I just knew I had an eye for art, but I didn't know it was in photography. So as I take photos, people are getting excited, and then one day, one person who is watching right now, she asked me, really, how much do you charge for photography? And I was like,
how much? I know.
And then, you know, it started from then, and then from then up to now, it's been almost 12 years.
More than 11 years. So, like, did you research about the price, or did you just guess and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna run with it? Because you didn't actually know what price comes along. I mean, I just want to know how that pricing came about.
At the time, I was very young, so I was charging based on the problems I had at the time. So if I need a shoe, I'm like,
are you serious?
Yeah.
For a whole photo shoot?
Yeah, I mean, you know, even still, I was, when I was shooting.
Yeah.
I still wasn't, in my mind, I wasn't that good. I wasn't good enough because I hadn't discovered myself. It's people who discovered me. That's what I'm saying. It's photography that found me.
Yeah.
It's not me that pursued and said, I want to do this. It's it that told me, hey, you're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So, when the first person I charged, his name is Dapperman. He does suits. The suits I wear, suits you see, I always post him on my page.
Yeah.
He paid me 1,200. That's how much I was paid as the first
time.
And it was like an overpayment. I was telling him, pesa yote.
Taifanyia nini?
Bana, wako fiti, mimi like hii job yako, cheki meshika ido. And yeah, he proposed a week ago. He's about to get married.
Oh, congratulations. Your craft requires a lot of equipment. Equipment equals money, a lot of money. And of course, upgrading yourself. Tell us about the growth of your business.
So, as I was discovering myself in the photography,
there
was a school, in the school I was, there's a company called Versatile Photography. Versatile was 9th floor and we were in 15th floor. So one day Versatile was asking for the best editor in our school. They wanted the best person to interview them among many other interviewees who had come from other companies.
Yeah.
So they called the school. They said, hey, we want you to give us your best student. By this time I was already done with school. I was like 4 months out.
Okay.
So the school called me. They said, hey, there is an opportunity and we want to submit your name to represent the best student. And I was like, yeah, why not?
Why not?
So on that day I went with, I remember I had just lost my dad.
Okay, sorry.
So I wore his shirt to the interview because I didn't have, ndio tu high school. So
really?
I didn't have nguo za kwenda interview.
Yeah.
So I wore his shirt and the suit that I went with it for his burial. Hata haikuwa imefuliwa.
Uko serious?
So, yeah, I wore a full suit.
Okay, did it even fit you? It was oversized, right?
No, his shirt cooled because at the time when he was passing, he had really lost weight.
Okay,
and, we were kind of almost the same size.
Oh, okay.
So it was a little oversized, but within acceptable limits. So I went for the interview. And I remember I loved suits and ties. Even before I got a job, I used to wear suits and ties. I enjoyed being official.
Okay.
So when we walked into the interview room, I remember I was the first one to arrive. I arrived even before the person was opening the office. Yeah, nilikuta hapa kumza wewe ni nani, kasema nimekuja interview. Okay. And she's watching.
Oh,
Her name is Jane.
okay.
She's amazing. So when we did the interview, I remember they even asked me, have you ever used a Mac? I loved mimi hata sijui
Hata you
Mac
have no
laptop.
idea. What is that?
I'm like,
What?
and I told them, it was on a Friday, I remember. And I told them there is no school for learning how to use a Mac. Otherwise I'd have gone. Those who know, they just had an opportunity to sit with a Mac and they learned how to use a Mac. Otherwise, if it's basic computer knowledge, then I know. I have a laptop at home.
Yeah.
So we were 9 of us. Eventually I got that job.
Oh, amazing.
I started working on Monday, which was on my birthday.
Oh, that's a nice gift.
In Versatile, that's when I learned now to monetize my craft, to turn my talent into money.
Oh, wow.
And my boss has always been a champion of that. Even now, up to date, Mashare is big on monetizing your art. So he taught me a lot. I learned a lot.
A lot. And you can say he's been your mentor.
He has been my mentor. He still is. We are good friends.
Oh, wow.
We became so good that some people thought we are brothers. out here.
Okay.
And his mother thought I was his driver. Because every time when we used to go to his Ushago, I was the one driving. So he used to say, Derefa, shika hii upeleke bibi.
Derefa is driver.
And that time I'm single, so unapewa mandizi mingi.
Unashanga, unazipeleka wapi?
Unazipeleka wapi. So he was very instrumental in my growth as a business person as a photographer who does photography for business.
Yeah. Wow. I want you to share an experience of your first client, your big client, leave alone the 1200 one, the one that you were deciding, hii pesa ndanunua nini now, but a big client that you had to sign contracts. How was that experience for you?
Luckily I had done so many events which in my mind were big.
Okay.
But until I got my big break in 2016. So by 2016 I was already good. I had already left Versatile. I was with the blessings of my boss, by the way.
Yeah.
He still supports me even outside.
Amazing.
So one day I got an email from Famous Gross. So this is a big company and they're emailing and they want a Zoom call. And at this time I have never even done an actual Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Most of my clients, I met them. So I did not know where they had found me. And in our circles, our photography circles, when I knew many other big photographers, when we talk, they tell me, nimepata email from Famous Gross. And I thought wametumia kila mtu. So I was like, kwa hivyo pia
kila mwingine ametumiwa.
These guys are big and I never get any of this. Yani. So
oh my goodness.
When they asked for a Zoom meeting, I remember I used to wear official from here going up.
And then chini shorts.
Yes, we wake up at a road Willy.
I know, Jew kosawa.
But because I'm scared, I even brush my teeth. So we had a Zoom meeting and I told them, they asked me how much. You have very many executives from different countries in that Zoom call. I don't know the distributor here, and you have I don't know who is in UK, their boss who is in holiday somewhere, and so they asked me how much I charge. I gave a random number and I said, first of all, me, I need 65% before. They paid everything before I could start. And they were really listening to me because they were asking even concept wise, what's the concept I have in mind. And me, I was like, here in Kenya, if we want to, because they're selling an alcoholic beverage.
Okay.
It's a whiskey.
Yeah.
So I told them, here in Kenya, when we have money, we go to the coast. That's where we enjoy our drinks. So if you want to do some photos, you might want something coastal, at the beach. And sure these people came from the city, they went to have fun, and they're enjoying your drink. And I'm like, okay, we're going to fund that. Wait a minute. You're going to find models. Find models. And then we're going to pay. And then I told them, this is too much work. Which was true, because I was supposed to recruit models.
I know. That's a lot of work on your side.
So much. So I told them, if you could have a manager and pay them this much, then have the manager
arrange everything. Let your work just be taking photos.
And I was surprised.
They did exactly that.
They found it. Actually, I nominated the manager. No, they nominated the manager, but I chose how much is being paid.
Wow.
At the time when I'm not even sure how much.
Exactly.
So they did exactly that. They paid him everything.
Yeah.
We did it. Was a big project. I'm glad they loved the photos. They loved what came out of it.
Yeah.
And that was my big break.
Wow.
Aside from that, I never used to post my works. I never used to post the things I do a lot until now. One day I decided I want to apply a bit of my personal self into my work. So I started doing stories of how couples met. The first story I did was for a couple called Hannah and Morgan. Hannah and Morgan are our friends.
Yes, they are.
Amazing people. Hannah and Morgan msalimike na kamera kwanza na kamera ya pili. So Hannah and Morgan, we did a story of how they met in high school, and we shared provide the link, and that thing went viral. It blew up when I posted on my page. You continue discovering yourself. So ever since I discovered this is exactly what I want to do.
Yeah,
I
amazing.
think it was good.
Oh, it must be extraordinary, to the point of you thinking, this can't be me, and for them choosing you and believing in what you're doing. That was really incredible.
Yes.
Oh wow. Let's talk about your awards. I think I'll just get some awards and we get to see what you got. When was your first time you got your award?
There was one time we went for an award ceremony, and I have a friend of mine.
Okay.
That during the award, I had never submitted my work for the award because I thought I wasn't good enough. And I remember one time we were a table about 4 people. And Bonnie, the one who throws stones.
Boniface Mwangi. Yes.
He's a photographer, so
Yeah,
he's
I know.
in our circles.
Yeah.
So he asked me, will you submit job yako?
Yeah.
I told him no. And he wasn't happy. So you can always fanya hivyo, you have to. So I hadn't submitted that year. The following year, that was 2015. The following year I submitted for the first time, and I won.
Wow. Okay.
Ching.
Oh, so this is Photo Kenya Masterpieces 2016 commercial category.
Photography, yes.
I won with. Look at this. Amazing.
I won with a photo I had done for Scania. Maybe if you can. There was a photo we did for Scania.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was ever going to go far because the equipment I used was very cheap, if you ask me. But that's the photo.
Let's see, we can zoom nicely. Wow, yeah, Scania. Of trucks, they're trucks.
They're trucks. Okay. So this is I even when we were submitting, they told us to name the photo. Every photo you give it a name, any name.
Yeah.
So actually the name I gave it when I was submitting. It wasn't something I thought of. I saw the placement they would give your photo a name. I thought, and then I called it Girl Tracker.
Oh, Girl Tracker.
Yes.
So why Girl Tracker? Oh, because it's a
girl
and then the truck. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Girl
so
Tracker.
People who drive trucks, they're called trackers.
Trackers.
So
nice.
I made sure I put the lady hapo mbele.
Yeah. Oh, that was
that
was really nice. Oh wow. And
Yeah,
this is what got you the award.
Yeah, this is in Uhuru Park. This one
Wow.
Yeah. Also in my photos, this is the equipment used here is the cheapest combination. I mean, it's the cheapest lens, the cheapest lights, the cheapest everything. I had a little bit more expensive stuff, but for this photo, I needed the cheaper ones. I didn't do it for the awards. I was just doing good work for the client. I'm just glad it got recognized.
Yeah, amazing.
And I told it's in the headquarters in Sweden. In Sweden, it's splashed a big photo.
Oh, amazing! Good job. Yeah. The second, was it this one?
The second year was so I won that one, and that's in 2016.
Yeah.
And then 2017, I won best commercial photographer again. It was a campaign ran by EABL, and then it came with a contract to shoot for them some photos for their brand.
Big brands, Big brands.
Yes. I was excited. That one was crazy.
Okay.
And then 2018, I won this one, best wedding. We said you continue discovering yourself.
Yes.
So 2018, I won best wedding.
Yeah.
I had
Wedding
done a lot
photographer of the year.
I had done a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
I still do. I still enjoy. This is completely who I am. Yani weddings is everything.
Yeah.
So yes, this one, 2018, and then 2019.
2019.
As fate would have
Again,
it.
photography of the year.
Yes.
Hey, okay, amazing.
So I mean, well, we call her Gire.
No,
So while Gire is having twins, so are we.
Oh, hey, that's a nice tag. Oh, this is amazing. Wonderful. Oh, congratulations, really.
Thank you. So
how does it
my
feel
twins.
to be consistent in being awarded and being recognized for your good work?
It feels good. As I'm doing my work,
Yeah.
I do it for me and for my clients and the people who matter at that time. So if you give me your wedding,
Yeah.
I do it for you, everything for you. And then the awards is just like a plus. You win an award, you're like, oh, yeah, this year, okay, maybe we're doing good.
Yeah.
So I don't feel the pressure to win again. Actually, the pressure is just to be better and it's not better and better is not defined by you. I know what better is to me.
Yeah.
I know my own mistakes. I know what I can do better. I know my area of improvement.
Yeah.
So yeah, I strive to be better for me, and if I'm happy and then an award comes, I'm just like,
yeah, you tap yourself and you're like, well done, well done.
Yeah.
Okay, you just talked about starting this journey back in the 2012, say 2012?
2010, 2011.
2010, 2011, and for sure that's a decade ago, right?
Yes.
So what are some of the challenges that you faced when you're starting, and what are the gaps right now that you're coming to identify and see, and just trying to cap the gaps around this industry?
Joining the industry, some of the things I was struggling with were equipment. Remember, I started with a Canon 5D Mark II.
Okay.
Now I shoot Nikon. So people ask me, why did you shift from Nikon to Canon?
Yeah.
Does it mean this one is better? No.
Okay.
It's because by the time I was starting, I didn't have equipment and I could not borrow but the Canon lenses haziwezi ingia kwa Nikon.
Yeah, for sure.
So for those who don't know.
Yeah.
So if I have a Canon camera and my friends are all Nikon, I couldn't borrow a battery. I couldn't borrow a lens. Yani, I could not even singesaidiwa.
I know.
So I had to change because I didn't have what my friends have, and I wanted to be able to borrow.
Yeah.
So investing in equipment is equipment. Yeah, photography equipment is very expensive, and it's expensive and it changes. Technology is going. When we were starting, people are shooting film. I'm lucky I never came in the film. Me, I'm in the mini digital.
Yeah.
I never shot film ever in my life. But did you know I had a camera in high school?
Yeah.
I was my mother hid a camera. Akaniambia shika hiyo fiche ujiweke.
Wait, no. Wait.
Yeah.
Your mother is a kind. I know. No, wait, she hid the camera. Akakwambia carry it to school. Then go take
to school. Akaniambia shika unajipiga tu picha hivi unakam. It was really a film.
Yeah,
I
remember them.
Yeah, so I had a camera and I have photos. And like now, you guys who have very little photos of your high school. Yeah, so many. I have like a full album. So many. I have photos of me on my high school bed in class. I have photos of my classmates. I have so many photos.
Okay, I'm still shocked. So does it mean your mom had seen something in you that she decided to buy your camera and have it in school?
Not really.
Okay.
I can say when my mother started really supporting my art, because by the time she was passing on, she was very supportive of anything artistic I did. If I told her, Mom, I need a design my business card, if a client and you were designing and you will make a business card, she used to find me clients, and mothers wanna support naro moja.
I know.
So but in high school, I think it was more of her herself being an artistic person. She has always been. I have photos of my mother, the baby mom shoots that I do now. I have that of my own mother.
Are you serious?
And she paid for the photographer a boat, and she herself went on a boat. So there's a baby mom photo of her with expecting me. And ako boat katikati ya uhuru kwa katikati ya maji.
No.
So, I mean, I got it from her.
Yeah, for sure, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
So by the time she was giving me a camera to hide, it wasn't ati kukaidi rules za shule. It was more of go capture some of life yako nini, document your life.
Yeah.
And she was a bit more on the artistic side. She was a good dancer. She loved singing. She loved photos.
Okay.
So I know it came from there.
Amazing. I know you've just mentioned about branding, but I just wanted to ask you, what's your favorite brand and why?
What's my favorite brand in
terms of camera?
Well, my favorite brand is Nikon.
Yeah,
because I can afford Nikon.
What do you mean?
No, really. I'm just messing. My favorite brand is Nikon, but personally, photo-wise, I lean much more on the Nikon side. Not to mean the others are bad, but Nikon works for me.
Okay.
Yeah. And also I feel like Nikon as a company have done much more to reach out to me than Canon have. From where I am in Nairobi, I can see Nikon service centers, I can see them organizing stuff for us. I can see them giving us freebies and free sessions to wash our cameras. They do that for us for free. Yeah, so that's why.
Yeah, there's no problem in having a preference. I mean, yeah, that's a preference, and you've shared your reasons. Something else I wanted to pick: social media is a great deal right now because I mean it's an online portfolio in a global scale. So, and what people do, they come to your page, they look at your work, and then they decide to either give you the job or not. Talk to us a little bit about how social media can work against you or work for you.
I can say for me social media has been a great tool.
Okay.
It has allowed me, after I splash myself on my works, now I can broadcast it to as many people as possible. I know there are many people you might have met live and I've worked for them and we've interacted. Maybe they enjoyed my company or they enjoyed who I am, but how do I get to reach more people within a short time? Social media has given me that platform. So I started off with Facebook. Like I said, I was posting stories of how people met. Those stories are true.
Yeah.
But the truth is like 20%.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the truth is like 20%.
Why not say the truth about everything?
Because sometimes we're trying to have fun and tell love stories, but we're not trying to. Some people are very private.
Oh,
so we're not trying to give the finest
everything,
details. I mean, Hannah and Morgan met in high school, but I'm not sure the parents want to know the finest details. They just, they're okay with knowing walikutana high school,
and that's it. It doesn't go beyond that.
If you start telling them, first day, munju hapa, we used to call them munju. Nyinyi mlikuwa mnaziita aje?
Munju,
Munju. So, I mean, social media, I'm able to express myself. At first, when I was starting, I could hide. I didn't know the things I was doing are good. And behind a keyboard, keyboard warriors, as a keyboard warriors, write anything. Did you know, for me to call myself Willy Muturi, my real name is William. But if you want to confirm, you can send something on M-Pesa.
Yeah, right now. We shall confirm for you.
Yeah. So, I had changed my name so many times. The way we call ourselves, girls, they call themselves, Ulem Hot. These things will come back to you when you grow up. You will not want to be called Hot and you're, I don't know how old.
Yeah.
So, at some point I called myself Mshenzi.
No, you're kidding.
I thought that was cool at that time.
When you're starting, when you're starting.
So when I was serious with life, serious in quotes, I was looking for a serious name amongst my list because Facebook was like, you've changed your name too many times, you can only choose one from.
The above.
The most serious was Willy Muturi.
Perfect.
I know. So,
that's
this
who
is the most serious name.
Yeah, let's
I took it like that.
Yeah.
And now look at what Willy Muturi is now.
Oh, it's
imagine
a
if it was
brand.
Shenzi photography.
No, I trust you, you wouldn't be having clients.
So, social media, I think as a tool, if you use it properly, it will work for you. It will work wonders for you. You'll be able to reach so many people within a short time and at the convenience of, you at home or whatever. When I started off, I used to love Ben Kiruthi's work. Ben does a good job.
Yeah, he does an amazing job.
Yeah, we are friends, so wacha nimsalimie. Hi Ben, kwa kamera ya kwanza. Hi Ben, kamera ya pili. So, I used to love his work. I used to love how he used to tell stories of weddings.
Yeah.
I will not lie, I wanted to do that, but I was unable to catch up with, he's very good with his words. And at some point I was struggling, so I decided, you know what, I'll be posting the way I feel like, the way I talk, the way I am. I'm a fun person. I'd like to think so. I like having fun.
Yeah.
So I decided I'll be writing the way I feel. I started captioning with Kiswahili, Sheng, Kikuyu, anything. And I was surprised people love it. People love it.
Because they could associate it with you.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're not someone else. You know?
Yes.
That was your work, yeah.
And even the way people text each other when yaje umetoka here on YouTube we talk a lot of English, but on text you're like, hey, wase nimeona kitu fulani mnatokea mtokee, you know. So that's how I started captioning, and people loved it. And I loved it that people loved it because I wasn't struggling. I didn't have to think too much. For me to caption those stories, I don't sit down and write down a full script. I just write what I feel today, and that's what people wanapenda. So social media has really been a big thing for me. I remember my first viral story when I posted, I had 1,000 followers.
Wow.
By that night, the following day in the morning, I had 10,000.
Wow.
One
just
night,
being
like,
yourself and doing what you love.
Hey, it went from 1,000 to 10,000. That's when I felt the first effect of going viral. Yani, sikuwahi jua viral inamaanisha hivyo.
Yeah.
And then from then, and like it grew. So as at now, if I don't post, there are people who live in box and say, really, how you post TV? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you still shooting? What's happening? And it feels good when people are hooked to your product like that.
I know, amazing, interesting. The reason why I asked you really about your brand is I also have a Nikon, and this is a D3100. It was a gift by my husband 5 years ago.
Hi,
5 years, sikuanga na simu poa, and for sure, if you know me well, you know how much I love photos. And so, because I knew I was coming to make this professional, so I carried it. I want us to do a small exercise. I'll take a few photos and then he will tell us his tips on how to what to look out, you know, for an amateur, not a professional. Sisi wenye tunapenda ku you know, what to look out in terms of the lighting, the angles and all that. So yeah, so there you have. Maybe you can tell us something about the camera.
So first of all, to your husband, now that he's the blesser of Nikon.
Hey, thank you, darling.
I also want, there's a camera called Z9. It just came out. I mean,
oh, you're trying to communicate to someone, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not too much to ask for. I mean, if you bought this one 5 years ago, I mean,
yeah.
What is a Z9? It's
just
500k. So,
yeah, right. Hey.
And I'm serious. So, you want to take a photo and
yes,
then I check?
Yes,
okay,
actually, let me take a photo of what you did, the Scania.
Okay.
So that we just
She's taking a photo. You better win an award with this photo, because this photo won an award, so you better win an award.
I better win an award, right? Okay. Okay, let me see.
You want my face in or out?
Out.
Okay. First of all, the way you're holding the camera. The way she's holding the camera is a big no.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, you guys, mnashikanga hivi. I would do it again. She's not doing it.
I'm not doing it right. Yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, really. Okay. Oh Lord. Okay, it's rather dark.
But so, as you can see, she took a photo. This is a nice photo. I have an issue with how you held the camera.
Okay.
Because not that you won't take a good photo, but sometimes you will be finding yourself you're holding a lens heavier than this lens. So if you hold it like this, you're bound to shake, you're bound not to be stable. But if you put your hand below, you add on stability.
Steady,
yeah, so sometimes you'll have a lens that is this long. So if you hold it like this, it will be too heavy for one hand. That's why
Got it.
Plus you'll break your nails if you hold it this way. And you know, kuchas. So this is a nice photo. I agree it's a little dark.
Yeah, it is dark.
But it's within acceptable darkness, because that can be worked on.
Okay.
In in software.
Okay.
So first, if this was the first photo if you came into my class and this was the first photo you did, I'd say you're a what? You're an A material.
Ooh,
you haven't earned an
again. A.
You're an A, not A, it's A. It's an A. So she's an A material because it's a good photo.
Yeah.
At least you can see the people, you can see what's happening there.
Yeah.
Anything that is not right can be worked on.
Okay.
On post-processing on software.
Wow.
Yes.
All right.
Cameras have many modes. I don't know if you can see these ones. If you know nothing about photography, it's okay. You can shoot auto. There's years worth of technology put into that auto mode.
All right.
But if you can't, mine, I like manual. I like manual because you control everything about a photo. You control everything, and the camera doesn't decide for you. So that if there's a mistake, you know what mistake it is, and you correct it. If you use out any form of an auto mode, if there's a mistake, you don't know what exactly the camera decided to do for you. You don't know whether it changed something called white balance. White balance is the whiteness or redness in a photo. If you've ever noticed, and if this is something you've never taken note of, if you ever take a photo of now in my wedding context, if you take a photo of a bride's dress, it's white, but in your photo it's off white. Ama it's yellowish.
Yes.
Ama it's bluish. Then your white balance is off. It's wrong. So these are things that matter. And this could go all the way to if you're taking a photo of someone, then the eyes are not white, they're yellowish or they're bluish. Some people will take offense with that.
It's true.
So when it's manual mode, it's not deciding anything for you.
It's you to decide.
So deciding white balance, I want this, I want that. In summary, this is what I would say are elements of a good photo. A good photo is, number one, well lit. Photo means light. And for any photo to be appealing, the lighting has to be nice. So that answers the question why sometimes you ask us, hiyo kitu umeweka hiyo mwavuli, hiyo ni nini? So all those things you ask us. A photo is how you choose light to act on a subject. So you can put the light behind, on top, below. Every lighting sends a certain message. Yes, so a good photo is well lit. Ikona picture, ikona light mzuri. Number two, a good photo has the correct angle. Ladies, if a guy takes a photo of you, there are those angles he can take. Ukae mnono, and ladies don't like that.
I'm short.
Ukae mfupi, and they don't want to be seen how they don't want to be seen. Yani, come on, I know I am short,
but I want to look.
But I don't want to look short. So, what are the angles you can take that don't show? I remember Hitler was very short, but most of his photos hakuwa anataka kushutiwa from above because it will make him look tiny when he's addressing tall people in the army. So the camera person even had to kneel down and get correct angles. So angle really matters. Another thing, a photo, let me say a good photo, and that's my motto. Actually, that is my own quote. You can write it down somewhere. A good photo is a photo that makes you feel a certain way, not necessarily a photo that looks a certain way. So there's a photo you can look at to feel kucheka, and there's a photo you can look at to feel
I get what you're saying,
So a photo is a feeling, it's not a look.
Oh wow.
A photo is a feeling. So make sure that the photo you're taking is supposed to send some kind of feeling. Think about what you want the viewer to see. So so that has something to do with the subject. If I am taking a photo of maybe you holding a baby, there's a way I can take a photo of you holding a baby ikuwe ni mtoto wako, ama you holding a baby ikuwe ni mtoto amepotea umempata, ama you holding a baby ikuwe unamwombea. So another thing is colors. And colors also has something to do with the lighting. Colors, bright colors, they send a certain emotion, a certain feeling. Dull colors, and also without getting into too much technical details, things like white balance. So if I'm taking, if you're wedding and I'm taking a photo of your dress, if it's off white, it needs to look off white in the photos, not bluish or yellowish. It needs to look exactly that, because you took time to choose that dress.
I know,
So
make it look what it is.
Yes. So those four are the main ones for me.
For us who are just for the fun of Making memories, right? And maybe what are your last words or advice you can give someone, an amateur, someone who wants to start in photography, and probably they have a phone, but they're not confident enough to start because they're waiting. Kuna watu wanasemanga ati ukinipa tu ile camera I'll show you. Ama others are still waiting for money. What are your tips or advice you can tell someone who wants to start?
First of all, I can tell them passion alone is not enough. Passion works hand in hand with many other things. Kuna vitu kama commitment. You also need to give it time. So you commit your time and mind to photography.
Yeah.
You also need to learn how to put the business in your art. All these things. Yeah. Those ones you can earn from it. But if you're doing it for fun, passion inatosha. If you're even inatosha, it's enough.
Yeah, just start with what you have.
Yes, start with what you have.
Yeah.
Also, when you starting photography, I like what you said. Start with what you have, because I'll give you a scenario. You have someone who has a small car, maybe a small Demio, and he needs to get from point A to point B, and you have someone who has a Ferrari and he cannot drive at all, but he needs to get from point A to point B. Who will get to point B first? It's the person with the small car, because he has a small car but he knows how to use it. And then the person with the Garinoma does not know how to use it, but he has a Garinoma. So what I'm saying is, tools doesn't matter, but equipment is as good as the skill running it. So even if I give you a camera worth 500,000 right now, you cannot get the photos I can get with a camera worth 200,000.
For sure.
Start with your phone.
Yeah.
You've seen people who are going viral with the photos, their videos they have done with their phones.
Yeah.
Start with your phone, and then at some point you'll tell yourself, hey, I need to zoom further, and my phone can't zoom that fast. So what do? Let me get a small camera with a small zoom lens, because it can zoom better than my phone. So now that's when you upgrade to a camera, and then like that, you realize the camera will tell you you're limited. It will tell you now you need better colors, and this camera can only reach this far for colors.
Yeah.
Now you upgrade like that. So don't be into the vicious cycle of wanting the latest stuff. It doesn't matter. Nobody will love your photos because of what you use. They love your photos because of what they saw. Do not matter. On my Instagram, there are phone photos. Whoever will find one phone photo, I'm giving credit.
Oh wow!
It's a
You
challenge.
better do it. Yeah, that's a nice challenge actually. Okay, wow.
I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you're a lover of photography, I'm pretty sure you've enjoyed this show for today. Being one of the best photographers in the country, and I've really enjoyed. I think I was excited because one, it's photography, and two is because he's the first male guest in my show. So I'm really excited. Thank you, Willy, again for your time to come and just share what you do, and even share with us tips. And well, for me, like Willy has said, start with what you have, and maybe something else you can also be posting. Like he said, he never used to post until someone told him to post, and when he started posting, that's when people started recognizing his work. So post, show people what you do, and you never know, you may land a deal like he did, and look at him now, yeah. So for me, till we meet again, it's adios.
Bye.
Bye.